NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Got an open man. It's Strong.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw, it's Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way?
wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But that's this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On second and very short, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And, Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we can look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
That's going to be caught by Allie Cox.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll run here with Taylor.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility.
touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Lots of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, cooking to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Rolling to his right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Dances by him. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open. That's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. On 2nd and inches. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He finds his man, Sky Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And a short gain there, so get it up only to about the 24.
The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
He's going to look deep for more. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Able to find Gray here.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them locked on their heels.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes.
He finds more in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeout to grow this opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 10-7. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got Pierce. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
All the smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he stopped immediately there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Mahomes will throw.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. One final try for Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, this fan base